Okay, guys, you know what I'm saying? It's your boy, 901 Time back with another video, man, another streaming. Today, we're gonna be watching how to start a clothing brand in 2026 using AI. Nobody is teaching us. Let's get into it. Let's see what he's talking about.
What is up, YouTube? I'm back with another banger, man. And in today's video, I'm gonna show you why now, in 2026, this is the easiest and the fastest way to start a clothing brand with AI. Now, I know a lot of you guys are against AI, but I'm gonna tell you right now, this is the future. So you're gonna either stay behind or you're gonna get ahead by watching this video from start to finish. Now, I'm not gonna show you how to use AI to hinder your creativity or anything like that, but I'm gonna show you how to use AI for the right guidance and the right advice when it comes to your brand logo, brand identity, brand name, Shopify, marketing rollout, and things like that. Plus, I'm gonna show you the exact prompts that I use to achieve these goals. Let's get to it. Now, before we get started, just know that AI cannot help you with the purpose of why you wanna start a clothing brand. That has to simply come from you. Why do you wanna start a brand? Do you wanna get out of your 9-to-5 job? Do you wanna start a side hustle? Do you really have a passion for clothing, passion for fashion? Do you really wanna start getting into making your own garments and starting to see people actually wearing them? What is your why? My why, I had a lot of different whys on starting the clothing brand. One of them was getting out of my 9-to-5 job. One of them was actually putting on for my family because I was gonna be the first entrepreneur in my family and I knew that I had to get out of this rat race. Another reason why I wanted to start my brand was to motivate others for self-improvement and motivate other people that they can actually become the best version of themselves in any career that they choose. So that was my why. In order to find your why, you have to really figure it out yourself. AI is not gonna help you, all right? Now let's get into it. Now, starting off with my brand identity, all right? I told ChatGPT I'm starting a motivational streetwear brand focused on self-improvement and ambition. My audience is 18 to 25-year-olds who want to level up in life and use fashion as self-expression. Give me 5 powerful, emotionally strong words that should define this brand's identity and energy. Avoid generic words. So you have to be specific with ChatGPT to give you the best results. After we press enter, as you can see, ChatGPT gives you so many different options that you can choose from. Number 1 is ascension, not growth, not progress. This is rising to a higher version of yourself mentally, financially, spiritually, feels powerful, upward, and destined. The energy is elevation, glow up, next level life. Next is hunger. Number 3 is discipline, resilience, becoming. ChatGPT will give you the best results when it comes to this. Now, brand identity is very important because this is what's going to separate you from all the other brands out there that may fall off after their first drop or continue thriving after their first, second, or third drop. That's where you want to be. So make sure you take a deep dive into your brand identity and really figure out what you want and how you can build on it. Next is finding photo references on Pinterest for your brand identity. So I took this prompt and I said, based on the brand identity we just built, a motivational, ambition-driven streetwear brand for 18 to 25-year-olds, give me 5 reference ideas that visually represent this brand's identity, energy, and vibe. Describe what each photo should look like and why it fits the brand. Avoid generic descriptions. So I'm completely taking out all the generic descriptions that ChatGPT can give me, and I'm telling them to be very specific to the brand identity that we just built. Number 1, city before the world wakes up. What the photo looks like: early morning, blue hour light, empty downtown street lights still on, your model is alone, hoodie on, hands in the pockets, slight breath in the cold air, maybe a backpack slug over one shoulder, no smile, just locked in. Number 2, elevator mirror reflection shot. What the photo looks like: shot through an elevator mirror, slightly grainy, model looking at themselves, not posing, almost studying their own reflection. One hand adjusting the sleeve, the chain, or the collar. Outfit clean, not too flashy. And so many different options that you can choose from. Late night alone with the city glow. This is what the photo will look like. A night shot, only light sources from the store window, gas station lights, or street lamp. Model standing alone, slight shadows in the face, urban background, feels cinematic, quiet, and determined. Now we have gotten a visual of this brand identity. We want to ask ChatGPT, give me a list of movies that strongly represents motivation, ambition, self-discipline, and personal growth. These should align with the identity of a motivational streetwear aimed at 18 to 25-year-olds chasing success and self-improvement. Briefly explain what each movie represents in terms of mindset or character traits. You see how specific I am with ChatGPT so they can give me the best results. Number 1 is Rocky. Number 2, The Pursuit of Happiness. Number 3, Whiplash. I've actually never seen that movie. I gotta check it out. Number 4, Creed. And number 5, The Social Network. Other movies they're giving us is Limitless, 8 Mile, Good Will Hunting, The Karate Kid, that's a good one, Spider-Man, Coach Carter, The Wolf of Wall Street. They just gave me 12 movies that visually represent my brand's identity with ChatGPT. Now ChatGPT says none of these are easy success stories. They're about being uncomfortable, training when it's boring, fighting doubt, becoming someone new. And this is exactly what the brand identity is all about. Now, not only am I going to tell them to give me some movie references, but I'm also going to tell them to give me some character references from these movies or other movies, TV shows, cartoons, and things like that. So I told ChatGPT, I said, based on a motivational and ambition-driven streetwear brand focused on self-improvement, leveling up, give me 5 fictional characters from movies, shows, anime, or cartoons that represent this mindset. Choose characters known for resilience, discipline, growth, or overcoming adversity, and briefly explain what trait each character represents. That's very, very important, because not only do you want ChatGPT to give you the characters, but also why they're giving you the characters and how it relates to your brand's identity. Number 1 is Miles Morales from Spider-Man. They're saying Miles Morales is a good example of your brand's identity because he represents becoming and stepping into responsibility. Miles starts off unsure, doubting himself, not ready, but he grows into that role through action, not confident. The brand trait, you don't wait to feel ready. You become ready by doing. That is amazing. ChatGPT is the only platform that can give you these type of answers, but the way to get these answers is with these specific prompts. You can't just go into ChatGPT and say, hey, give me a character for my brand identity. They don't know what your brand identity is about. They don't know exactly what your goal is with these characters. So you have to be specific when it comes to it. Miles Morales is a really, really good one for this specific brand identity. Number 3, Adonis Creed from the movie Creed. Discipline, proving yourself. He could live comfortably off a legacy, but chooses the hard road to earn his own respect. That's like in life. In high school, you might have been the man on the basketball team, but you don't play basketball anymore. So now you gotta find another lane to become that man. Number 4, Vegeta from Dragon Ball Z, representing pride-driven self-improvement and obsession with growth. Vegeta hates losing, but instead of quitting, he trains brutally to surpass his limits. That's what this brand identity is all about. It's about the tedious tasks that you have to complete every single day to become who you are. And every day is not going to be a win. So Vegeta is perfect because he hates to lose. So instead of just quitting, when things get hard, he decides to train brutally to surpass his limits. The brand trait, ego, turning into fuel, not excuses. Number 5, Batman, Bruce Wayne, the Dark Knight, representing self-discipline and mental toughness. No powers, just training, control, and turning pain into purpose. What's the brand trait? Your mind and habits are your real superpower. I love this right here. Your mind and habits are your real superpower, especially the habits part, because I feel like a lot of people want goals. They want to get to where they want to get to, and they know the habits that they have to create in order to get to that goal, but they're not willing to do that. That's why we are creating this brand and this brand identity to motivate these people for self-improvement. Now, ChatGPT says none of these characters are naturally set. They all had to train. They all had to fail. They all doubted themselves, and they all grew into their identity. It wasn't an overnight thing. They didn't just wake up and become Batman. They didn't just wake up and become Vegeta. Of course, they were who they were, but for other people to see who they are, they needed to train. They needed to fail. They needed to doubt themselves, and they needed to grow into their identity. Now, next is finding the environment or location references that visually represent the brand's identity. So I told ChatGPT, I said, list 5 environment or location references that would visually represent this brand for photo shoots and video content. Describe the setting and explain the mood or energy each environment communicates. And just like that, in 5 seconds, ChatGPT gave me 5 different photo shoot and video content references that I can go over for this brand's identity. Number 1, an empty parking garage. What it looks like: concrete, harsh shadows, open space, city skyline in the distance, or dim industrial lighting underground. The mood, the energy, it represents isolation, focus, feels like a training ground for the mind. It says, this is where I lock in while the world is distracted. Number 2 is a rooftop of a mid-rise building. Not luxury though. City stretching out in front, but the roof itself is plain. Vents, brick, concrete edges, wide open sky, wide angles, and the mood and the energy is vision. It communicates, I see more for my life than where I'm standing. Not success yet, perspective and ambition. Another one is an early morning basketball court or a track field. What that looks like: an empty court or track at sunrise, slight fog, morning light, model stretching, walking, or just standing still. This mood and energy shows the preparation stage, not the game, the practice. It communicates self-discipline, routine, and working on yourself before the spotlight. This is exactly what I said earlier. I like these location and photo shoot references because I feel like it shows the daily effort, the discipline, the work when no one is watching. And that's what my brand identity is all about. about. It's about working when no one's watching so that when the crowd is there, you can finally show what you've been working on for months, years, and all of the failures and everything coming to the light. Now, what ChatGPT is telling me is that the overall environmental language of the brand is not clubs, it's not parties, it's not luxury cars or anything like that. It's quiet places, in between places, grind places, locations that feel like someone is building their life, not showing off. That's what your audience emotionally lives right now. Now, this is specifically for my brand's identity when I talk about self-improvement, motivation. That's what for my brand's identity. Just think about what ChatGPT can give you for your brand's identity once you implement these prompts. So now that we have location references, character references, movie references for this brand's identity, now we have to figure out our ICP. What is our ICP? Our ideal customer profile. Who exactly we are going to sell to. So I told ChatGPT, I said, help me identify my ideal ICP for my brand. It's a motivational, ambition-driven streetwear brand focused on self-improvement and growth. Break down my ideal customers' age range, gender, location, cities that they live in, lifestyle habits, mindset and values, fashion aesthetic, social media behavior. Make it specific and aligned with an 18 to 25-year-old audience chasing success and personal growth. Like I told you guys, I'm very, very specific with ChatGPT so they can give me the best search results. And again, less than 5 seconds, ChatGPT says, this is the brand identity building era. Just out of 18 to 25 years old, just out of high school or in college. First jobs, side hustles, still trying to figure life out. Comparing themselves to others constantly, feeling pressure to become someone. They're not settled, they're in pursuit mode. Gender, primarily male, 60 to 70% male, and strong female segment, about 30 to 40%. It appeals most to young men chasing money, physique, status, and success. Young women in their glow up stage, self-development era with fitness, mindset, and leveling up. Well, now, locations in cities, they're in opportunity-driven or culture-heavy cities, not small comfort towns. We're talking Atlanta, Houston, Dallas, LA, Miami, New York, Chicago, and Phoenix. Also strong in the UK, Toronto, or urban and suburban areas where hustle culture is strong. What is my ICP's lifestyle habits? Your ICP is in there, I'm trying to get my life together phase. Goes to the gym or wants to start, watches business, motivation, and self-improved content.
I want to pause real quick. First I want to say my bad, y'all. It was an important call I had. Number two, I also want to say I've been listening, to be honest, instead of doing it like, okay, cause I'm gonna tell y'all what I did for my real quick. I'm gonna show y'all what I did for my brand, right? Cause there is a faster way you can do this without having to do, all what he's doing. Now, I'm not saying what he's doing is bad. I'm just saying there's a faster way. Let me find the thing real quick. For my clothing brand, make me a, what is it called? I think it's called a brand shoot, I'm trying to remember. It's called like a brand identity. Oh yeah, make me a brand. Make me a brand identity sheet or checklist. And what you do is, so look, it's a whole checklist. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. See? And what you do is you fill out this whole checklist. All right. Find a check before you launch this. Everything make the same vibe. Look, whole checklist. You answer all these questions: brand name, tagline, slogan, mission, vision, core values, all of that, age range, gender, lifestyle, interests, pain points, what they want to feel when they word, brand personality, things like that. So just ask them to make you a brand identity sheet. You can probably tell them, oh, make it where I can make this into like a PDF or something, and then just fill it out. And you just have that, you know what I'm saying? So you don't technically have to do all of this. But once you do that, then you can start making your designs and stuff. Start talking to it about like this type of shirt, like different shirts and hoodies. Like, oh, should I do a hoodie? Should I do a shirt? Which one? Like give it the date. Like, oh, today's date is yada yada yada. I want to drop by maybe November. What should I do, a shirt, a hoodie, or a sweater? And it might be like, oh, you should do a sweater or you should do a hoodie. Hoodie's gonna be the best one. Then you ask it, okay, what should I price it? You give it all the info for the hoodie, all the price and all that, and it's gonna do all that for you and all that, and that's how you go about it. But I'm gonna let the video play out though. So
more than parties, interested in side hustles, content creation, entrepreneurship, fitness, and financial freedom. Your ICP drinks coffee, energy drinks, late nights working on something. Still broke or not where they want to be, but mentally not average. You guys, you have to realize, I couldn't make this up on my own just in my head. ChatGPT, AI is the way of the world. It's the future, guys. Honestly. So if you guys are trying to get away from ChatGPT and just AI identity, my 30 seconds is actually insane. Now let's talk about mindset values for my ICP. They value becoming someone, discipline over motivation. Emotionally, they feel behind in life, impatient, hungry, determined, and a little misunderstood because they're trying to get to a goal that no one has ever been to. Not their family, not their friends, or anything like that. So they might feel a little bit misunderstood when it comes to getting to where they want to be because the people around them are not going to understand what it takes to get to that level. Let's talk about my ICP's fashion aesthetic. It's not flashy luxury. It's not soft streetwear. The style is focused mainly on character energy. Hoodies, cargos, oversized tees, neutral tones, black, gray, washed colors. Minimal, but powerful graphics or statements. Looks good in the gym, city, airport, late night grind settings. Worn with Dunks, Jordans, New Balances, Yeezys, cross bags, clean chains, subtle accessories. ChatGPT just literally dressed my ideal customer profile. Let's talk about my ICP's social media behavior. What exactly do they do on social media? They live on TikTok and Instagram Reels, right? They consume locked-in edits, gym transformation videos, money mindset clips, entrepreneur vlogs. They say post more than they comment. They repost things that feel like their internal thoughts. They don't follow brands for fashion. They follow brands that feel like their mentality. This is what my brand identity is all about. So who's your brand really for? Not for people who like streetwear, but for young adults in the uncomfortable stage between who they are and who they're trying to become. A lot of brand owners join my mentorship and they say, I want to build a streetwear brand. Okay, what is your ICP? What kind of streetwear? There's so many different types of streetwear that you can create, and maybe I do want to get into the streetwear niche. So I'm going to create streetwear for young adults in the uncomfortable stage between who they are and who they're trying to become. My clothes are going to become armor for the grind phase of life. I know when someone puts on my garment, my motivational brand, ambition based brand's garment, they are going to feel like they have armor for the grind phase of life. Now that we got the brand identity, we got to figure out a name for the brand. So I told ChatGPT, I said, generate 20 creative clothing brand name ideas. The names should feel modern, memorable, brandable, and resonate with 18 to 25-year-olds chasing growth and success. Avoid generic or overused words. And as you can see, ChatGPT gives us 20 different names that we can choose from. So let's see what we got. Rep Society, Upshift, No Ceilings, Momentum Club. Ooh, I like Momentum Club. I think that's super fire. I like Momentum Club. I think that's #1 right now. Hustle Theory, Discipline, Morph is good. I like Momentum Club. Momentum Club is fire. I like Momentum Club. So I think we're gonna run with Momentum Club because I can already see when it comes to Momentum Club, I can start like a run club. I see a few brands out there that do like run clubs where they have a bunch of people come together. They'll dress them up in their gear, their brand or anything like that, and they run for like 5, 6, 7 miles around the city. So I can see my brand Momentum Club actually doing that, right? I could just see that in my head. So I'm gonna go with Momentum Club. And now we need a logo. So I said, give me descriptive logo concept ideas for my brand Momentum Club, because now that's the name of my brand right there. And I told ChatGPT, I said, describe the symbol or icon concept, the style, any hidden meaning or symbolism, and how it reflects ambition, growth, or mindset. These ideas are meant to guide a professional designer, so make them detailed, creative, and brandable. You see how specific I am with ChatGPT. This is very, very important.
if you're just starting out, honestly, the best, I'm gonna show you real quick. And again, I'm not trying to like take away from this video. I just want to show y'all what I did. Like, if you want some logos and stuff like that, honestly, go on Pinterest. Okay, I'm gonna put you on. This is using AI, so I'm really finna put y'all on. What you do is you go on Pinterest. You see how like these little stuff right here. You can click on you're gonna find graphic designers. So you're gonna look up graphic design grunge logos or any whatever type of logos you want to try to look up. You're gonna find this, right? Let's say I get this one. Let's just get this one. Save. You can go on, what I do is go on Canva, open up Canva. You're gonna open up a new thing, create, upload files. You're gonna create a new thing, right? Page. So what you're gonna do is, let's say I'm gonna use, let's say this one right here up top, right? You're gonna just do this. If you have Canva like the premium, you can just delete the background. If you don't have it, then you can look up remove dot I think it's move.bg. Yep, you can look up remove.bg, upload the files, and then background. So now it's removed, right? Preview, download, look, and then look at that. So now you can, let's say if I go back to Canva, I go to this, we can upload this, and look at that, there you go. So now remove.bg does it for free. Just down, remove by bg, you put it back in Canva. It is gonna be slightly lower quality. I think if you want to fix that, if you go to let's see if I can find it. Should be like upscale or something like that. Sorry guys, I'm yawning a lot. That's what happens when I first wake up. Photo upscaler, this one's free. Let's see what happens if I upscale. Look at that. Now I look a little realistic. You know what I'm saying? There we look. That looks way better actually. That's crazy. Also you could do, are these, wait, oh that's paid, never mind. Okay, now you can export this. All right, boom, export. And let's say, I'm saying, now you guys are like, yeah, well, we just took that dude's design and yada, yada, yada. Like, my brand starts with a whole different letter, not an N. So what you do is you go back here. You're going to look up Sora. Oh my gosh. I need to fix that. You're going to go to Sora. You're going to upload the photo. And you're going to put change the N and this design to a, let's say a W. So now it's gonna change it. I should have put the ratio to 1:1. Make sure you change the ratio to 1:1. This variation is just how many it's gonna generate. I usually just do 2 because you get a 12 limit for Sora. Okay, boom, look. This one looks pretty good. And now we got a logo. And if you want to like maybe make this bigger, whatever, you can just tell it to do anything, you know what I'm saying? Just remember you do have a limited amount of uses. You got 12 uses. You know what I'm saying? So make different accounts and stuff like that. Then if you want to remove the background, you can go here and do remove background. You can just upload. Yep, remove, download. Then you can come back on Canva. Let's add another thing. Let me go back here. Let me shoot. Actually, forget it. I'm just gonna go back. You go to uploads, do that. You upload this. Then look at that. The logo's on there, and of course, if you're gonna upscale, you do the whole upscale, whatever. But I don't think this has to be upscale. Oh wait, why did I do that? And then you can change the color of the back. Let's change the color of the background too. Now that, you know what I'm saying, you could do that if you want to, but that's a whole different thing. Now, if you want to change the color of let's say you want to change the color from the logo, like you don't want it to be black, right? Wrong thing. If you go to duotone, this is free also. This is free. Like these tools I'm using are free. You can, if you change this color, look, it makes it red. You can make this black. Whatever you want to, let's say green. Make this black or red or whatever color. I would probably keep that white for this one. Blue, you know, you can literally look. You can do the whole thing. So there you go. That's like a cheap, you know, way to, you know, get logos like this, cool looking logos, and you can change it to look how you want it to look and use them for yourself. But yeah, Sora is a good tool. You could use it for making designs also. So yeah, definitely tap in with that. Look at this. This is what it is: Sora, ChatGPT.com, remove.bg, and then we got Canva. So that's how you essentially will, if you want to make a logo, that's how you can make a logo. Just go on Pinterest, search up graphic design logos, whether it be grunge, whatever. You're gonna see a bunch of these pop up. Take it, put it in Canva. Take it, go to remove.bg, remove the background, then take it to Canva, and then you're going to cut out which one you really want. After you cut out which one you want, then you're going to put it into Sora and change the names or whatever is on it to fit your agenda, to fit your brand. And then you can change the color if you want. If you don't want to, then you don't have to. Then there you go. And again, I do designs like that too. Like let's say you see that cursive font that everyone be using. I'm put y'all on again. This is free game for y'all, man. Free game. No one's talking about this, right? Boom. So we go here. You know how people be doing this cursive font? So let's say I take this one, right? This says resilience. We're going to save it. We're going to go to Sora. And we're going to put the thing in there. Let's say my brand is called Hustle Warfare. Let's say I wanted to say Warfare. Make this cursive word say Warfare. We're gonna change the little aspect ratio to that, because you know you want to make sure however the photo looks, you want to make the aspect ratio the same. So it's 1:1. Make it 1:, like look, this one would be the 1:1. This would be the 2:3, and this one would be more of like, you know, the 3:2. So this one, wait for that to load up. This one looks better. Okay, this one is like messed up. This one right here. This one looks pretty good. I should have told them to make the W capital. I have some on my other account. I have some really good examples. Let me see if I can log into them real quick, because like all of my accounts are kind of logged out because I have way more accounts for you know, ChatGPT and Sora. But let me see if this works. Oh yeah, here's my hoodie examples right here. Actually, this, yeah, like for the realistic hoodies. Um, oh, this is actually I did my logo. This is the logo I use. I, was experimenting, seeing some stuff. But yeah, that's my logo. Look, yep, I got some more stuff I was doing with some Pinterest like graphic designs and all that, you know. But yeah, so if you're not a designer and you don't have the bread to be just spending on a designer, you could do that. You know what I'm saying? You could get good at doing that. I thought I had it's not on this one. I thought I had it. It's not. I forgot which account it is. One. Look, I made this one says Heavenly. I made it say Tommy, and this one it came out with. This is really good. What is this? Look, this is a graphic of A, like Chrome 3D letter A, and I made it say R. Look at that. Sora is really good. Here's another. Oh, here we are. I made the same thing say hustle. This right here. Oh, I messed up on this one. Yeah, I put Sat Studio. I accident make this Sat Studio. I meant to put Say Studio, but I messed up. This one says Warfare. Look, there we go. That one look way better. And I even used this on one of my designs too. Look right here. And look at that. That looks hard. That looks hard. So, and with this one, I put make this realistic, keep the design garment the same. So I'm definitely going to teach y'all how to do this and stuff like that. I'm gonna make a video on it, so stay tuned for that if y'all want to see a more in-depth video. How to use Sora for realistic mock-ups, how to use use it for designs and stuff. But yeah, I just go on Pinterest, I get some ideas, and then I'll change it up and stuff like that.
Same exact
So
results
that's
for
all
your
I'm gonna
brand
say.
and your brand's identity. Now, ChatGPT gives me about 7 different logos that I can choose from, and I'm just gonna go through them. I'm not gonna really repeat them to you guys on this video because it's gonna be very long. But number 1, they said the forward motion mark. Number 2, an MC monogram interlock logo. The rolling circle emblem.
I'm gonna skip through a little bit since I talked about logos and stuff. Personally, I may skip through this. I'm thinking because if y'all want to see it, y'all want to see it. But I did just put y'all on some games, so I don't know if y'all want to. I'm gonna just play it.
Broken or offset on the side with a subtle motion break, like it's rolling or spinning forward. The stair step symbol, the orbit mark, the momentum slash, a strong diagonal slash mark that can sit beside the name or stand alone as a symbol. The compass arrow, not literal, a very abstract compass style shape with only one emphasized direction going forward, upwards. Now ChatGPT tells me your overall logo energy for Momentum Club is your logo should feel forward, structured, intentional, not playful, not luxury, and not chaotic. Now I'm gonna take some of these brand logo concepts.
Wait, sorry guys. One more thing. I'm about to bring a tab over to my other monitor that I can work on stuff with. All right, there we go.
Styles and take them to a graphic designer. Right now, if you guys are looking for professional graphic designers, all you have to do is hit that first link in the description to access my personal graphic designers. Next, we got to figure out social media. I told ChatGPT, I said, write multiple catchy Instagram bio options for my motivational streetwear brand called Momentum Club. The bios should tease that the first drop is coming soon and encourage patience while building excitement. The tone should feel confident, aspirational, and street inspired, speaking directly into 18 and 25-year-olds focused on success, hustle, and self-improvement. I told ChatGPT this though, before I hit enter, I said keep each bio short, memorable, and Instagram ready. So number 1, they give me built for the ones who refuse average. First drop loading, stay ready. For the disciplined, not the distracted. Drop 1 coming soon. This is for the version of you you're becoming. First release loading, quiet grind, loud results, drop incoming. Future you would wear this. First drop soon. That's amazing because it really talks to my future customers that your future you would wear this. And now they think about it like, wow, the person I'm trying trying to become is going to wear this brand. So I'm gonna sign up for the drop, or I'm gonna purchase, or whatever it is, because I'm telling you that the future person that you're striving to be is going to wear this brand. Next, we're gonna talk about Shopify and how you can go about your password page. I always talk about your password page before your drop and how you should close your website and start collecting SMS subscribers through your password page on Shopify. So we're gonna ask ChatGPT how to create multiple 2 to 3 word button text options for your password page that unlocks early access to an up and coming drop. The tone should be hype, exclusive, and aligned with the motivational streetwear brand focused on hustle, ambition, and self-improvement for 18 to 25-year-olds. Now, I know I sound a little bit repetitive, but ChatGPT needs to know this so you guys can get the best results and the best outcome for the platform. Look at the options. Here's exactly what ChatGPT gives us. Access granted, enter the drop, step into it, let me in, enter the movement, ready to rise, start the climb, open the gate, into the next, level me up, right? There's so many different options that you can choose from. I think my favorite would have to be enter the movement, because I feel like I'm telling my future customers to enter our world, enter our club, right? Enter our movement and be a part of what we are trying to strive. And ChatGPT tells me these make the click feel like a decision to level up, not just shopping. If you want, I can make a set that's more aggressive or more mysterious. So what ChatGPT can do is that can give you even more options for you when it comes to your password page, your brand identity, whatever it is that you're trying to look up. ChatGPT will help you elaborate more if you need more options. Now that we've figured out our Shopify password page, Instagram page, and things like that, we got to figure out what products we're going to create, right? We got to figure out what is going to be our first drop and what products we're actually going to start with for our first drop. So I told ChatGPT, I said, identify 10 trending product ideas for a motivational streetwear brand called Momentum Club. Prioritize items with strong demand, cultural relevance, and drop potential in the current streetwear market. Briefly explain why each product is trending and how it fits the brand identity. Now, you guys don't have to type any of this, just literally copy and paste. If you guys need these prompts, go ahead and hit that first link in the description. You can get access to all of my personal prompts to get these same results. So again, less than 10 seconds, ChatGPT gives me 10 trending product ideas for the brand. Oversized motivational hoodies, graphic tees with ambition, focused art and quotes, tech wear, utility vests and cargo pants, Y2K inspired crop tops and flared streetwear pieces, crossbody utility bags with message patches, statement beanies and caps with bold slogans, layered necklace sets and pendant chains. So not only does ChatGPT help you with garments and clothing for your brand, but also accessories. Now, I always talk about how important accessories are with your brand, and if you're just starting off, or if you have a brand currently right now, accessories are going to be super important in 2026, and that's what's going to separate you. Reflective and LED accent streetwear pieces, premium sweatsuit sets, motivational graphic hooded windbreakers. Now, some strategic notes that ChatGPT has given me for my brand: mixed performance and symbolism, cultural relevance, community, and storytelling. So ChatGPT is literally taking my brand identity and expanding into every single question that I'm asking them and relating it to the exact brand identity that I have for this brand Momentum Club. So now I figured out exactly what type of products that I want to create. All I got to do is find a manufacturer. How do you find a manufacturer? Well, I have plenty of videos on my YouTube channel on how to find a manufacturer with Alibaba, but if you want to access my personal manufacturers, all you have to do is click that first link in the description. You'll get access to all of my personal manufacturers in China, Pakistan, Turkey, Portugal, and they make anything when it comes all the way from t-shirts to rugs to accessories to shoes to belts to denim, everything like that. Just hit that first link in the description. You can get all the access to that. Next, we have to find out a few different concepts for the brand Momentum Club. I told ChatGPT generate 5 unique original design concepts for my brand. Each concept should be descriptive and well thought out, aligning with the brand's identity, the upcoming season, and my target audience. They already know what that is because we've been talking with ChatGPT for the past 20-30 minutes, and they know exactly what I'm trying to achieve. This is why AI is so important nowadays, and it's a lot smarter than you, so you might as well just use the platform and get out of your pride or ego. I told ChatGPT consider the mood, the color palette, the graphics, the messaging, and overall aesthetic. Present each concept clearly and distinctly. ChatGPT says here's 5 unique original design concepts for Momentum Club. The night shift grind hoodie. Mood and aesthetic is urban, determined, a hustle that never sleeps type of vibe. The color palette is midnight navy base, neon yellow and electric blue accents for graphics, reflective silver details. Number 2 is a progress bar crew neck sweatshirt. The front chest has a stylized progress bar partially filled, optional reflective highlight, small motivational text below that says 1% better every day. So literally, ChatGPT is telling you exactly how to curate this product and how to design it. Time is currency jogger set. The mood and aesthetic is premium lounge loungewear meeting streetwear, luxury minimalism with functional touches. The color palette is a charcoal base with metallic gold hourglass motif, optional gradient orange drawstrings. So you don't have to obviously copy ChatGPT, but it definitely gives you a great idea of what exactly you want to create for this brand. Now that we have figured out exactly what type of product we're going to create, how we're going to create it, we got in contact with our graphic designers. Now is the time to get in contact with your manufacturer. Now, if you don't know how to communicate with a manufacturer, it's exactly what this platform is for. I told ChatGPT, I said, write me a short professional message to send to a manufacturer about producing my hoodie. Keep it the tone clear, respectful, and business ready. Focused on initiating production and the next steps. Avoid unnecessary detail and keep it concise. So I know some of you guys are watching that don't know how to communicate with manufacturers. ChatGPT is going to help you with that. So it gives me a brief introduction to myself, to the manufacturer. Hi, manufacturer's name. I'm interested in producing a hoodie for my brand Momentum Club. I'd like to discuss the next steps, including pricing, minimum order quantities, and production timeline. Please let me know the information you need to get me started. Look forward to your response. Best regards, me. After I send this message, I'm also going to incorporate my tech pack and my mock-up of exactly what type of product that I want to create, so the manufacturer knows exactly what I want to create and give me the best price to get my sample started, and also give me the best price for my bulk.
Pay attention to this right here. This is very important.
Later on. So now that we have our product, our mock-up, our brand identity, our tech pack, we're communicating with manufacturers right now. So we're trying to figure out what the best price, the best turnaround time from each manufacturer. Now, as we're doing this, it's time to develop our marketing rollout. So I told ChatGPT, I said, create a 2 to 4 week marketing rollout plan for my brand's up and coming hoodie launch. The plan should align with my brand's identity and target audience, and it should include suggested content types, visual references or mood ideas for each piece of content, captions, hooks, and copies for each post, and suggested posting schedule for maximum engagement. Make it actionable, creative, hype driven, while keeping the tone consistent for the brand. So super specific with ChatGPT. You have to be able to do this, but all you have to do is copy and paste my prompts and you'll be just fine. So ChatGPT literally gives you step by step of what week 1 should look like. Week 1, tease and build anticipation. Week 2, reveal and hype content. Week 3, launch week. Week 4, sustain and re-engage. So not only does ChatGPT give you the plan for before the drop and during the drop, but it also gives you a plan for after the drop as well, which is very, very important. It even gives you your posting schedule. Post on your feed 3 to 4 times a week, reels and carousel mix on Instagram, stories, daily stories, building the hype, and drop week, polls, countdowns, behind the scene. It tells you about TikTok 2 to 3 times a week, short lifestyle and movement clips, plus hype content, live sessions, 1 to 2 live sessions during launch week, getting on live, showing people the product, showing people the fit, answering questions so they can get ready for drop day. ChatGPT says this plan builds a narrative from tease, reveal, launch, UGC, community engagement, keeping your hoodie central to the lifestyle, ambition, and motivational identity of Momentum Club. Look, AI is amazing, y'all. I'm trying to tell you that they will give you the answers. AI is your assistant when it comes to building this brand, so use it to your advantage. Now, say you took ChatGPT's advice and you started marketing for the first 2 to 3 weeks and you just didn't get to the SMS goal or the follower goal that you were looking for. So you go back into ChatGPT and you say, hey, I've been marketing my motivational streetwear brand for about 2 weeks and I only have 200 subscribers, 100 followers on Instagram, and a few hundred likes. Give me specific and actionable strategies to increase these metrics quickly. Include tactics for SMS growth, social media engagement, and content virality that align with my brand's identity and target audience. Hey ChatGPT, I want you to suggest both organic and low budget paid approaches, plus any creative hooks, campaigns, or incentives that can accelerate my growth. And literally ChatGPT gives you the exact way on how to get from 200 subscribers to over 1,000. They say do exclusive drops via SMS, social media and website pop-ups, a gamified opt-in, spin to win your first hoodie at 50% off, sign up for SMS to play, engage 18 to 25-year-olds with interactive micro games on your website, low budget paid tactics, Instagram story ads, budget $5 to $10 a day, CTA, swipe up to join our SMS VIP, collaboration, partnering with micro influencers, 5 to 10K followers who embody ambition and grind culture, incentivize them to share your SMS link with a small discount for their audience, Instagram growth, how can you get from 100 followers to over 5,000, micro content hype, engagement loops, UGC campaigns, hashtag strategy, and some of your low budget paid tactics are Instagram Reel ads, Instagram influencer micro collabs. How can you get more social media engagement and virality? Organic tactics could be story feed challenges, motivational hooks, behind the scenes content, countdowns and drops. Some of your low budget paid tactics could be boosting.
Sorry, I didn't know that was on my screen.
Top performing reels, and micro targeting ads, targeting streetwear plus hustle interests like Nike, Gymshark, and motivational pages. Now, ChatGPT gives you some creative hooks and campaign ideas. 1% better everyday series, a night shift grind photo contest, limited time collab patches, hustle plus streetwear meme campaign. These are things that I wouldn't even thought of if I didn't use ChatGPT and AI. Now, what ChatGPT also gives you is your immediate next steps. Launch an SMS VIP sign up with exclusive early access plus discount. Create 3 to 5 short motivational reels using hoodie and lifestyle imagery. Start UGC campaign with incentive. Boost 1 to 2 best performing reels at $10 a day. And implement polls, countdowns, and interactive stories daily to increase engagement. Now, drop day is here. You feel like you're ready. You feel like everything that ChatGPT has given you, you have went out and put action towards it. You've gotten your subscriber list goal. You've gotten to your follow goal on Instagram or TikTok. You've gotten to every single goal that you wanted to get to, and you feel like you are ready to finally drop your product. So I said, ChatGPT, drop day is here. Create 3 SMS and email marketing series to send to my customers in the lead up to the drop. Each series should include a message sequence, hooks, copy, and CTAs to build hype and anticipation. The tone is consistent with my brand's identity. They already know my brand's identity because we've been talking to ChatGPT for the last hour. Optional suggestions for timing, subject lines, and emojis to maximize engagement, make it actionable, hype driven, and ready to send. And just like that, ChatGPT gives me series 1, tease and curiosity build 7 to 5 days before the drop. So now they're telling me what messages to send out and what emails to send out 7 to 5 days before the drop. And this is tease and curiosity build. So they give me 1, 2, 3 different emails and SMS campaigns, subject lines, timings, hooks to choose from with this specific series. The next series is countdown / FOMO. 3 to 1 days before the drop. They give me 3 different options for that as well. Next is launch day, immediate action, drop day. The goal is to drive sales, create urgency, reinforce hype. They give me 3 to 4 different options for that as well. Why this works, they're telling me exactly why it works as well, y'all. They're not just giving me answers. Series 1, curiosity hooks equals teaser and VIP sign up. Series 2, countdown and scarcity builds FOMO, fear of missing out. Series 3, drop day, urgency, direct conversion. So if you're having trouble sending out SMS, I tell my students all the time how important copyright is in the way you word certain things. If your subject headline is just saying, oh, drop day is here, nobody's gonna click on that. But if your subject headline says it's here, your momentum starts now. Or still thinking, don't sleep on this. Or last call, your hoodie, your grind. These are things that people want to click on or going to click on because it's actually engaging. It's not just, hey guys, here's my hoodie, we just dropped, go buy it. No, we're actually creating copyright to allow people, you gotta think about it like this. There are so many companies sending out spam emails to customers every single day. So you wanna figure out how you are going to separate yourself rather than saying, hey guys, our hoodie is here, drop day is here, go ahead and buy. No, we're gonna figure out our copyright, our wording, so that people can actually click on our email or click on our text message and buy our product. Lastly is our customer experience. This is super, super important, y'all, because a lot of beginning brand owners think that, oh, it's all about just getting that first sale, that first customer, that first sale, and I'm successful. No, it's about that repeat customer, that loyal customer that's going to spend with you every single drop. Supreme, Nike, Hailstar, Gucci, Louis, they have loyal customers that no matter what they drop, they are going to buy because they have had a great customer experience with this brand. And that's why this is extremely important. So I told ChatGPT, I said, give me 10 ways to make the unboxing experience amazing for my first product launch. Focus on ideas that delight customers, reflect my brand identity, and encourage repeat purchases for my motivational streetwear audience. And just like that, ChatGPT gives me number 1, custom branded packaging using a sleek matte black or navy box with Momentum Club embossed on the front. Number 2, motivational insert cards. Include cards with daily motivational quotes, micro tips, or challenges. And they even give you examples. Today's 1% better. Take one action that scares you. That's amazing because when someone opens up my product and they read that card, in their mind, they're like, wow, I need to be 1% better today. Even though I'm selling to an audience that already wants to be 1% better, but sometimes you need that motivation. Sometimes you need that reminder to say, Take that one action that scares you. Do something that's going to scare you today. Do something that you've been afraid of doing and finally take that action. Number 3, they talk about branded tissue paper and stickers. Wrap the hoodie in custom tissue paper with subtle logos. Include stickers or motivational slogans or streetwear design. Number 4, handwritten or printed thank you note. This is specifically coming from the brand owner. Personal, simple note that says, thanks for joining the movement. Wear this hoodie, chase your grind, and show the world your momentum. It's speaking my brand's identity. AI is speaking my brand's identity, and all you have to do is copy and paste and put it into your brand. They also talk about limited edition collectible patch, interactive QR code experiences, hype reveal fold, personalized packaging label, surprise bonus item, social sharing prompt. Encourage customers to post their unboxing, right? This is very, very important because this builds your UGC content, user generated content from your customers, so that other people can see that they're actually buying from you, that your brand is actually popular, that people actually want to spend their hard-earned money with you. So you encourage customers to post their unboxing. Include a card that says, show your grind, tag Momentum Club, use hashtag night shift grind for a chance to be featured on our page. This drives UGC, virality, and organic growth, reinforcing the community aspect of your brand. ChatGPT also gives you the key principles. Every touch point equals a motivational reminder, making the unboxing and Instagram, TikTok worthy, which is free marketing. Small, thoughtful touches increase perceived value and repeat purchases. So basically, guys, I just created a full brand using AI and ChatGPT in less than 30 minutes with you guys. That's no excuse. You guys no longer have an excuse to create your brand. When AI literally gives you the answers, all you have to do is simply copy the prompts that I give you. Find your why. ChatGPT is not going to find the why for you. Find the purpose on why you want to start your brand and what type of brand that you want to create. And ChatGPT is going to elaborate for you and open up your mind and really show you the different ways on how you can become successful with your clothing brand. You got to think about it. Months ago, before AI even came about, it took weeks, even months to figure out your brand identity with location references, character references, a whole marketing plan for your brand and things like that. Now you have AI to your advantage, so make sure you take action with this video. And I know I probably went pretty fast in this video and didn't really go step by step on every action when it comes to starting your brand. So if you want to be personally mentored by me 101, where I literally hold your hand through the whole clothing brand process and teach you how to go from your 9-to-5 job to making over $10,000 a month with your brand, go ahead and click that first link in the description. You can book a free call with me and we can see if you're qualified or even have the mindset to start this brand and become consistent with it. Because for me, I like to teach people that are consistent and that are actually willing to learn when it comes to their clothing brand and willing to go through their failures, see it as lessons, and turn them into success. So hit that first link in the description if you're interested in that. And also, we're on the road to 20K subs.
My bad. So that's really the end of that. Make sure y'all, I need to start shouting these people out. Make sure y'all follow Be Special. I'm actually gonna follow him. So yeah, guys, that's really it. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you already know I'm gonna condense the video down, put in the text file. I'm putting my little Google Doc. So make sure y'all check out my Linktree. Linktree will be in the description of my YouTube video. If you're on Kick, it will be in my Kick bio. And my Instagram will be there also. Join my Instagram, join my broadcast channel, join Group 901 Discord channel. All of that will be in the descriptions and comments and all that great stuff, guys. But yeah, that's really it for the video. You know what I'm saying? Show y'all free game. Make sure y'all like, follow, sub. You know what I'm saying? Wherever platform you on, if you're on Kick, if you're on YouTube. And yeah, guys, yeah. So hopefully you guys appreciate the free game I also gave y'all with the Sora. I will be making a separate video about that. This video was pretty long. It's like an hour and such. So I'm probably going to cut it down a little bit and stuff like that. But yeah, guys, that's it. Tomorrow we probably going to go over, I don't know what we're going to go over. Maybe this one, this long one. But yeah, that's it. Peace.